Hello everyone, welcome to the Ichimoku daily analysis for the S&P 500 for Tuesday, March the 13th, 2012. Well, a very bullish day today. Here we have a candle that's made a higher high and a higher low, and a very large white-bodied candle. This is a Maribozu candle, the strongest type of candle that we can have. The markets opened at the low and closed at the high, representing a market that's where the buyers have been in control for the whole day, so a very, very bullish market today. The buyers have closed with very strong control of this market and shown very strong commitment to taking this market higher. The previous day's trading we had a small doji type candle which did raise some doubt about continuation of the trend. But we did have a larger shadow on the bottom of this candle which represented the sellers losing commitment down around the lower levels, around 1365. And wasn't a terribly bearish candle, although the buyers did lose some of the upside momentum, but they've come back very strongly today. Up above where the market is trading at the moment, we have the round number resistance at 1400, and the market has approached that level, so that will be very important for the next day's trading. Quite often when we see these bullish type candles all at once, when we see extreme bullishness coming into the market needs to rest, and it wouldn't surprise to see the market test up above the 1400 and fail to close up above there. So we do need to watch that level closely and watch how the market is trading as it's trading up above there, if we do approach there. If the market does continue trading up above there, there isn't any major resistance until we trade up to 1440. So a good bullish breakout up above there could see the market trade quickly over the next week or so to around that level. In terms of Ichimoku, we have a bullish market in all three timeframes. Bullish in the big picture terms by trading above the cloud, and we're also trading above the Kijun-sen, the Tenkan-sen, and the Chiká span is above the corresponding price action and confirming the bullishness. Both of these indicators are pointing up very sharply, the Tenkan-sen and the Kijun-sen reflecting very strong upside momentum. And quite often when we see that momentum, especially in that fast time frame, the Tenkan-sen tends to be the first level of support. So we can look to 1368 as initial support if the market does come off. Very strong support around 1370, 58 if the market does come off as well. That's the area that we broke out from today, where we failed to close above there for the previous 2 days trading. Below there, very strong support heading down to 1356, 1347 and levels below, but a very, very bullish market. But extreme bullishness in the short term does raise some doubt about whether we'll see the buyers maintain the momentum that they've had. The 1400 level is a natural barrier to this market over the next few trading days. Next, moving to gold, and here we have a change of trend in the first time frame. Previous day's trading we had a candle that made a higher high and a higher low, but was rejected from this zone of resistance that I highlighted previously, this shaded yellow area with a bearish type candle. But for the previous day's trading, the bears only had moderate control of the market, but today's trading the bears have continued the downside momentum that they attempted to establish for the previous day's trading, and established a first time frame downtrend with a lower high and a lower low, a very large black body candle, suggesting that the sellers have made very, very strong net bearish progress. Having said that, however, they did lose commitment down around the 1667 level, and that has been a very important area for this market on quite a few occasions. We can see here previously in the recent past the shadows on the bottom, on the top of these candles, where there was a downside price rejection and the buyers losing commitment around there, and then all of a sudden it turned into support, and we saw the sellers losing commitment around the 1667 level, and then over the previous few days we saw the market testing around there and the sellers losing commitment. Today the sellers have lost commitment, so 1667 becomes very, very important for this market if the trend is to continue down. We do have solid support extending all the way down to the bottom of the cloud, and just below there we have strong support at 1643.7. To the upside, if we do see the market attempt to rally, then the round number 1700 will offer natural resistance to this market, and we do have the top of the cloud at that area, and also that large zone highlighted in yellow that will offer very strong resistance to this market. We have had the market continue the series of lower peaks and lower troughs. The market just took out the previous trough, and we had the market making a peak, a trough, a lower peak, a lower trough, and here a lower peak and a lower trough again. So we have a series of lower peaks and lower troughs in the second time frame downtrend. In terms of Ichimoku, the market's trading within the cloud, so we have neutral market in big picture terms, and the market's also bearish in the medium term and the fast term time frames. So a bearish market confirmed by the checkout span here, neutral in big picture terms, certainly set to test down to the 1667 level. If we see buying coming in, then we could see the market trade back up to 1700. Next, moving to light sweet crude oil, and here we see an indecisive spinning top type candle, a candle with a very small body and a largest shadow on the top and the bottom, and that denotes indecision in the market. The small body denotes, in this case, the buyers only making a very small amount of net bullish progress, but significantly it's in opposition to the previous day where the sellers made net bearish progress, so that does raise some doubt about continuation of the trend to the downside that was established yesterday. In bar chart terms, it's an inside day, so that does raise doubt about continuation of the trend down as well. The market tested down roughly to around this support at 105.31. It actually traded to 105.67. And we saw the sellers lose commitment down around that area, and that area has been tested on quite a few occasions, so it's a strong area of support. To the upside, however, the market tested at the 106.95 level that I've highlighted quite often as an important area of resistance, and we saw the buyers lose commitment around there. So those two levels become very, very important for the next day's trading. We also have strong potential support offered at the window. Once again, even though that window is being closed here, that's basically a gap. In candlestick terms, they become very important areas of support or resistance. It's been closed by the market trading down below there. We've had the market not close below there, so that could be significant. In terms of Ichimoku, the market's bullish by trading above the cloud in the long-term time frame and bullish in the medium-term time frame by trading above the Kijun-sen, but maintaining the bearish activity below the Tenkan-sen means we have a bearish market in the short-term time frame. The Chica span is above the corresponding price action, so confirming bullishness in the medium term and long term, but not the short term. We could have a breakout up above the Tenkan-sen for today's trading. The market's trading very close to there, but the market will need to break the barrier at 106.95.